on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be discussing whether or not you should switch from playing on exponential Fortnite settings to linear Fortnite settings. I personally think that in a couple months, the linear Fortnite settings is going to be like playing on Builder Pro versus Combat Pro, where like everyone does it. But for right now, most people play on exponential settings. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. Alright, so basically the pluses to exponential settings are that in the beginning it doesn't move. Like basically, I'll show a graph on the screen of linear Fortnite settings and then one of exponential Fortnite settings. And basically, it's the input curve. And with the linear one, it's just a straight line from when you start moving your stick to when it's fully extended. Versus with the exponential one, it's exponential because it starts off very slow and it becomes very fast. So for building and editing, the linear ones are way better because it's very hard to edit on, or not very hard, but it's a lot easier. The linear Fortnite settings make editing feel like editing on keyboard and mouse, versus the exponential settings make editing a lot harder. And basically, the reason why I think linear settings is better is because the only downside is that it's harder to aim, because with the exponential ones, if you're using an AR, as soon as you move your stick, then it's very slow. So since it's super slow, you can hit your long distance shots more easily, versus if you have linear settings, it speeds up faster in the beginning. So I personally think though that just for the little bit of a downside of the long distance AR aim, everything else is better, like your shotgun aim and everything else. And that moves on to the next thing, which is basically with linear settings, it's a lot easier to be more consistent with your shots because it's a straight line. The graph is just a straight line. Versus with the exponential settings, when it's all the way up at that max input curve, it's going to be really hard to hit your shotgun shots and close range SMG shots. So I would recommend using linear settings, but make sure you do drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and then comment down below if you guys are going to try linear settings or stick with exponential. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I'll be catching you guys in the next one.